I'm back, but at what cost?
Okay, today we're gonna repot plants and yell at the sky. I have soil and verrucosums. Way too many verrucosums. I propagated a bunch of them and they all started growing. And now I'm drowning in verrucosum. And I also refuse to put them on a pole. They've been growing kind of fine steadily throughout winter, but I wouldn't say any of them are root bound, but it's just way too many pots for me to water. So I'm gonna combine a lot of them. I think we'll do 2 pots. So I thought while I'm doing this, I could also discuss some unpopular opinions. A chill video. I'm trying very hard not to look at my monitor. I'm using my MacBook as a monitor today. It's right in front of me and I cannot help but look at it. So for potting mix, I'm doing something a little bit dense. I wouldn't do this for all of my philodendron. Some philodendron like it really chunky, I find, but like verrucosum is like an outlier. It really likes a dense, moist soil mix. I use cocoa coir, cocoa chunks, and then I put some perlite in there. Horticultural charcoal. If you hear any crying, it's my dobe. He cry, he doth cry. And this is my slow release. Okay, opinion number 1. Anthurium hybrids are overdone. I said what I said. Anthurium hybrids are overdone. I feel like we've seen way too much of them. I don't know about you, but I feel like Anthurium hybrids, specifically like the ones we see all the time, like crystal, red vein, dark phoenix, and then they've all got like their separate niche names. A lot of roots on this. I don't see any rot, but it's not a lot of root. Okay. That's number 1. Further on in my topic list, but like what I really want to see is begonia hybrids. Begonia hybrids are where it's at. We need less Anthurium hybrids, more begonia hybrids. I'll insert the Anthuriums that I'm talking about, but like we've literally all seen them. At some point they start looking identical, and the plant market is like that. Like there's always going to be trends. It's either Monstera or Anthurium or philodendron, I guess. I mean, we had that list of philodendron hybrids that came and went quickly. To be honest, the Anthurium hybrid hype never really hit me. Some that I'd be keen on having, I could say red vein dark phoenix, but then the ones from Thailand look different from the ones from Indonesia. It's like, it really depends on the specimen. I know the way trends work, but like everything that's trending, you get an overload, and then it's like, I don't want this in my house. I already see enough of it on Instagram. And at some point, they genuinely do start to all look the same. I think the point at which the hybrids start to be kind of boring is when it's more about the specimen that you have. Like you could have a black vein dark phoenix specimen that looks amazing, and then you have one that looks, the genes are watered down, if that makes sense. More about the specimen that you get. It's not really it's with the talls and the shorts. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna try and put all of them in this big pot. I'm gonna do that rather. I don't want multiples of this. Although I will say, luxuriance hybrids, obsessed. There's just something so cool about luxuriance. I mean, it's luxuriance. It's worth the hype. I remember before I got one from Planty, shout out Planty, tried to message someone who was importing, give us your requests and then we'll go look for them. And I did that, and I remember I was like, oh, can you get hold of Anthurium luxurians for me? And then they were like, oh, like, what's your budget? What's your budget? And I was kind of like, what's my budget? Just tell me if you have it available, first of all. Okay, so I actually took this section of the video out. I didn't say anything crazy, but the vibe just wasn't really matching the channel. So instead, I'm going to upload the full version onto my Patreon. If you are that curious, it'll be up there. Okay, bye. But my thing with imported plants, I know a lot of people are importing them. You know, they kind of do the thing where it's like you do pre-order and then it gets shipped straight to you and then you do acclimation. For me personally, acclimation is too risky. Like I've never acclimated plants before. I don't intend to, because my thing is like anything can happen during the acclimation process. I open that box and the plant looks immaculate. It doesn't even look like it's been through shipping. And then a week later, everything dies. And like in my head, that's just how acclimation can go. It's not even necessarily anything you did. Basically, the point of what I'm trying to say is that acclimation is risky. And personally for me, I wouldn't take that risk. Which is why I actually like the Roots, the nursery in Durban. They do acclimation for you. They offer that as a choice. That's the only way that I would do the imports, is if the nursery is acclimating for me. That wasn't supposed to be part of the video. Let me get more plants to depot. Guess what? I found more verocosum. Opinion number 2. Plant hype beasts are a necessary evil. What's a plant hype beast? It's basically usually a guy, let's be honest, usually a guy who goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, what's the most expensive plant? I'll have that. Usually it's Monstera, just an observation. Usually it's variegated Monstera. The Kunzo, the white monster, white lava, Bulbasaur, that sort of thing. Look, it's just my opinion, but I'm usually right. If you're gonna go the variegated Monstera route, what the hell do you need besides a tricolor? Ticks all the boxes. It's got 3 colors. You don't need Bulbasaur and all that nonsense. Just take the tricolor. I know it's like one of the most expensive ones, but like, to be honest, they're all expensive. So I would get the tricolor. Plant hypebeasts, now that we know what they are they necessary? Yes, I would say yes. You know, someone needs to partake in all the trends that I'm not partaking in. That's how the market goes round. Shout out to plant hypebeasts. A necessary evil. Keep doing you. I feel like they convince themselves that, like, guys, plants are not investments. You're just gonna lose money if that's your way of thinking about it. Plants are like a depreciating car. Trends come and go. If you're gonna try and get ahead of the market, I would say for what's trending, but try and get in quick. And if you can't, just give up. Like I would say if you're a plant shop out there now, my perspective as a buyer, as a consumer, I want the stuff that I can't afford. And I want it cheap. I've got these begonias. They need a repot. I don't think they do. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna leave these. I'm not gonna repot these because I don't think they need it. In fact, I think they'll be happier outside. Actually, no, I'm gonna take them back inside. They're gonna freak out. Next topic. Grow tents are ugly and unnecessary. At me. Actually, you know, I'm taking that back. Grow tents are fine. I just don't think they're necessary if you're growing stuff that you can acclimate to your household conditions. Thing is, I know some people live in really hot or really cold areas. So, you know what? Actually, that's kind of ignorant. Some people live in the bush and it might be cold in the bush. I have no idea. Maybe you do need grow tents. You know what? I'm gonna repot some of these Breverimosa because some of them have been in here for quite a long time. The whole of winter. I usually don't repot. I mean, see, it's in like a cup, but it's heavy. I think I might combine some of these as well. And I wouldn't sell these because it's too stemmy. It's like this would snap in a box in a second. I should trim these back. Story with these Breverimosas actually is that when I got them, they were strictly to be put in a prop box. They were not acclimated to ambient conditions, let's say. And that's what I did. But I was like, you know what? Eventually I will acclimate them to like normal conditions so that they don't have to sit in a prop box. And I tried to do that with my main plant and it was a huge fail. It went like lumpy and I just immediately put it back and I was like, okay, or maybe not. Something's been eating this one, can you see? Something's been eating that, can you see? Alas. I think we'll do the same thing. This one. Should we do the talls with the shorts or the shorts with the shorts? I think we'll do, oh my god, that's what's eating them. I found it. It's weevils. Oh, he's on the move. Oh, there's like 2 big fat ones. I'm gonna try and show you this. No. Can you see? Give me a second. Let the dog calm down. They were in the prop box. That's where we were. Begonias, I said, you know, eventually I'll get them out, but today's not that day. And then that never ended up happening for a long time. And then they outgrew the prop box. And then I cut it back. And then it outgrew the prop box. And then I cut it back. So that's why I have an army of Breverimosa. I have a really nice big one inside that I was supposed to take out, but I can't be bothered. The dog has whelmed me. But it looks kind of like this, but it has more leaves. Nice. I wouldn't even say this is an unpopular opinion. It's begonia time. That's the whole tweet. It's begonia time. Maybe it's the Anthurium fatigue of it all. Begonias are so easy. I mean, the ones that I have. The ones that I have are really easy. This is generally how I repot, by the way. Unless something is like rotten, smells bad, generally will keep the soil. Again, this is actually a good way to show this. My begonia mix and philodendron verrucosa mix are basically the same. That's how dense a mix I keep the verrucosums in, because begonias, they like moisture. I mean, they seem to enjoy it. Like, I think you can keep begonias in any mix as long as you keep it moist enough. I wouldn't put a begonia in like an Anthurium mix. That's like the one thing I would say maybe don't do. That's the begonia opinion. Begonias are in. We need more people hybridizing them. I want people to make Dark Lord hybrids. See those online and I think they look amazing, but like I have no idea how to get my hands on those hybrids. It's not really like, it's not like an Equigenera thing where you can just order the begonia hybrids you see on Instagram. Like, I mean, Equigenera is great for like, I don't know, I guess those non-niche plants. I really wanted to order the last Equigenera import, but I completely forgot about it and the date passed me by. But I don't even know what I would have gotten. Probably like Anthuriums. I can't believe I'm saying this after my tirade. I mean, my main point with the Anthuriums though was that some of the hybrids, a lot of them look so similar that you might as well, almost interchangeable. And I know everyone's into the dark stuff, understandable, but like, you know what I really want? That was a mistake. You know what I really want is a King of Spades. I had the opportunity to get a King of Spades from Fatima Bam, the icon. She was at the Cape Town Castle market, the one at the castle. I'm gonna get there early and I'm gonna snag this. And then she was like, oh, like I think she said they didn't travel well. So she had one, and then I was kind of like, I was umming and ahhing, and they spent way too much money. And I had, you know, usually you stop for a sec and you kind of do the math and you go, okay, can I keep going or should I stop? I did not do that. And neither did my sister. We were both overspending and not doing the math. So I kind of went on a pause. We've gone nuts. So let's just give the plant buying a break for like at least a month. That's how you keep the hobby stress free. You have to know when to chill out. So that's what I was doing. I was chilling out. And while I was chilling out, Fatima Bam's King of Spades got sold. And I was like, oh, you idiot. Should have just taken it while I had the chance, you know. I lost my chance to get a King of Spades. This looks overpot, but I'm just gonna, I think she'll cope. Cam, why are you so chill? Look, that's Dobe, the source of the noise. The source of all the noise and barking. Yeah. Shame. Okay, the last one is there are no hard, fast rules for growing plants. Care tips are fine. I don't know, sometimes I see people being like, oh, I have this plant, how often should I water it? Like, literally no one can tell you that, because they don't grow their plants in the same conditions as you. Like, you might live in a really cold place and I live in a really hot place, so I water my plants all the time and you don't have to. I would say if you're just getting into plants, you're gonna have to kill some just to learn what your conditions are. It's not even learning about plants, it's just learning what your conditions are like. Warm, is it cold, is it breezy, is the air kind of stagnant? I think my conclusion of this shit chat is invest in begonias. I'm calling it. Begonias are the future. Anyways, my battery's dying, so we might just have to talk through the barking. I'm overstimulated. On the topic of begonias, I got some new begonias from Sunny Spot. I usually don't partake in WhatsApp sales because they stress me out. I feel like my lifespan gets shorter every WhatsApp sale that I'm part of, and I've only been part of 2, I think. It's just not my thing. It's not my style of shopping. It's just way too stressful. I mean, shout out to people who do WhatsApp sales regularly. You guys are tougher than me. But anyways, point being, I ignored my no WhatsApp sale rule, and I got some begonias from Sunny Spot. Sunny Spot is based in Cape Town. I would say she's one of the few people who do kind of niche plants. She imports. You know, everyone imports and they have a different selection of what they might think people are interested in. I find Sunny Spot's taste aligns with mine quite a lot. She had these begonias available. I'm not supposed to be buying plants before the expo. Like, I couldn't say no. So I'll tell you what they are. I actually forgot the labels for these, to be honest. So let me look that up. Where's my... forget the label. I'll just show you them. I got this one. She's pink. Stop focusing on me. Let's focus on the plant. She's pink. I don't know much else about her, but you know, pink begonias. Pink begonias, it's gonna do it for me every time. And then this one, kind of dark, but it's got like pink spots. I don't think this is pink spot. It wasn't labeled as that. There it is. But yeah, that's the dark one. And then the last one was this Hoya sigillatus. So Hoya sigillatus, let me show you. Face. Okay, there it is. This one, I don't know if it's in focus. It's focusing on my face. This one we don't get, so I got it. I don't know if it's clone. I know nothing about Hoyas. I just know that I like them. I like the Hoyas. If you are going to the expo, let me do some free promo. Get some begonias from Sunny Spot. She's got this one and she's got a silver one. It's more silver than this, but I just like the splash on this one. Anyways, that's kind of the video. We're done. If you guys have any unpopular opinions, I mean, like I said, I don't think any of my opinions were really that unpopular. You'd have to be dumb to disagree with me. Now that I have nothing to say, the dope has stopped barking. Amazing. Conclusion, I'm into begonias at the moment, and the moment's been lasting quite long. The whole time I've been talking, let me show you what I've been doing. Numero uno, the big pot of vericosum. I know these would grow better on a pole, but I don't like the look of poles. The idea of the upkeep doesn't sound very good to me. So I've kind of just been in a cycle of letting them grow out and then cutting them back, which is how I got left with so many. Ignore that one at the bottom. Ignore. That's vericosum. This one really needs a pole. I think we've got like 4 stems. Numero uno. I've got a short and a tall, and I hope the short keeps up with the tall. If you can hear background noise, like I said, my neighbors are delinquents. Numero dos. This guy. Now, what I'm gonna do with these, you know what, let me check the weather. In fact, it looks like tomorrow will be hotter than today. So I'm gonna water these. Wouldn't do this if it was gonna be like storming tomorrow, because I'm not putting these inside. I don't even think putting them inside would help because inside is cold. I'm gonna leave them outside and see how they do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what your unpopular opinions are. Or don't. If you're not agreeing with me, don't share them. I can hear the neighbors and it's pissing me off. Wusa. I hope you can hear that. How am I supposed to wusa in these conditions?